Today's story is called Grumpy Monkey, and it is by Suzanne Lang and illustrated by Max Lang. Do you remember what an author does? Right, an author writes the story, writes all the special words, right? And the illustrator, do you remember what an illustrator does? Yeah, an illustrator draws the pictures. Good job. All right, so we know that being grumpy is a feeling, right? It's like an emotion that we feel inside. And we can see it in our face when we're grumpy, right? Or in our fists when we're grumpy, right? Yeah. So can you show me a grumpy face right now? Whoa, that's a great grumpy face. But let's not go around being grumpy. We're going to find out what makes Grumpy Monkey grumpy, right? Yeah. Grumpy Monkey. One wonderful day, Jim Panze woke to discover that nothing was right. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas, well, they were too sweet. Jim was confused. What's going on? Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. But look at how you're standing, Marabou said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched. So Jim loosened up. Then he ran into Lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman said. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Your eyebrows are all grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. You're all bunched up. So Jim raised his brow. Then he tripped over a snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy as to trip over a snake. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. There he is. He tripped over that snake. He doesn't look happy at all. Then why that frown? Said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over a snake, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. There's that smile. Doesn't look like a real smile, does it? Can you show me a real smile? Finally, Jim looked happy. But he didn't feel happy inside. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. But Jim didn't feel like swinging. You should roll with us, said zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. But Jim, he didn't feel like strolling. You should lie in the grass. You should stomp your feet. Think he felt like doing any of that? You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should take a nap. You should eat old meat or some honey. You should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun. You should dance. Dancing always makes me smile. But Jim, he didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you grumpy, Jim? The others asked. It's such a wonderful day. Uh-oh, there's Jim. I'm not grumpy, shouted Jim as he beat his chest. Uh-oh. And he stormed off. There he goes. Jim felt sorry. A little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, said Jim. And just as he started to feel really, really sad, he came upon Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were all bunched up, and he was frowning. What's the matter? Are you grumpy? Asked Jim. No, I danced with Porcupine, said Roman. Said Norman, not Roman. I tried to change his name. It's not, it's Norman. Did you see what happened? Because he danced with Porcupine? Did you catch that? Are you okay? Asked Jim. It hurts, but I'll probably be better soon enough, said Norman. Are you still grumpy, Jim? Yes, I am, but I'll probably feel better soon. For now, I just need to be grumpy. It's a wonderful day to be grumpy, said Norman. Jim agreed. It is okay to be grumpy. There they are. And after that, he already began to feel better. So is it okay to be grumpy sometimes? Is it okay to be grumpy? Yeah, I think so. As long as you remember that after that comes being happy. So you don't stay grumpy forever. So you have to find things that make you happy. And you have to find things that are fun and be excited about them so that you're not grumpy all day, right? Jim didn't feel grumpy the whole day. He felt better once he spent time with his friend. So remember, when you're grumpy, think of things that make you ungrumpy. Thanks for listening, guys.